Don't testify, Dowd warned. It's either that or an orange jumpsuit. The book ends with this sentence. Trump had one overriding problem that Dowd knew but could not bring himself to say to the president. Quote, "You're an effing liar." Dowd has issued a statement denying he ever called the president a liar. But I can tell you from having interviewed Woodward, he is very confident of his information, much of which comes from recent notes made by participants in the events. Jeff?
All right, David Martin, thank you very much. You can see David's interview with Bob Woodward this week on CBS Sunday Morning. And we should also mention Woodward's book is published by Simon & Schuster. That is a division of CBS. Now to the White House and Major Garrett. Major, what else are you hearing about this book tonight?
Well, the president in that interview with the Daily Caller called the book, quote, nasty stuff, and implied that it could be made up by the author, Bob Woodward. He also knocked Woodward's credibility. But in that phone conversation that Woodward had with the president last month, he is quoted by Woodward as calling him someone who had always been fair.
And so, Major, what other fallout are we talking about in your estimation tonight?
Well, White House aides are quite understandably going to keep a very close eye on the president's mood and his Twitter feed. They expect a couple of days of volatility. And with the president's ongoing criticism of his attorney general, the book adds fuel to that already conspicuous fire. In the book, Woodward says at one point the president described Jeff Sessions, his attorney general, as, quote, mentally retarded and a, quote, dumb Southerner. But the feeling here, Jeff, is that the book adds little to this already fraught relationship and doesn't really do anything to make the relationship between the president and his attorney general any more strained or uncertain than it already is.
Major Garrett, thank you very much. In just a few hours, Gordon will become the first tropical storm to make landfall in the U.S. this season. Warnings are up in Alabama and Mississippi tonight. 4 to 8 inches of rain are forecast, and the Hurricane Center is warning of life-threatening storm surge. Omar Villafranca is in Dauphin Island, Alabama. Omar.
The 14-mile-long barrier island is no stranger to tropical storms. The western end of Dauphin Island has proved to be one of the most hazardous places in the country prone to heavy flooding. Large storms seem to roll in every year. Last year, it was Hurricane Nate wreaking havoc. Gordon is expected to unleash 75-mile-an-hour winds and drop 4 to 8 inches of rain. Storm surges could reach 5 feet. But that doesn't seem to worry the locals.
It's nature doing its thing. It's pretty freaking awesome.
Donna C. was raised here and says it's a way of life.
Well, you're born into it. It's a way of life. You don't run from it. Anything on the west side is constantly washed. The roads are torn up. It's being rebuilt.
The West End Beach here just reopened in May after the parking lot here was wiped out by Hurricane Nate. Across the Gulf Coast, others are bracing for the storm, where punishing surf and rain has begun. In Biloxi, Mississippi, they stocked up on supplies at the grocery store, while the fire department geared up for possible water rescues.
Hope that goes on, comes and goes, and we're done with it.
But Mayor LaToya Cantrell says they are prepared.
We've got the pumps and power we believe we need, again, to be safe and protect our residents.
The rain has started to pick up and the wind is actually picking up significantly. But one of the big concerns with this storm is going to be the storm surge. Officials with the National Hurricane Center are expecting anywhere from 3 to 5 feet mixed in with several inches of rain, and they're worried that can cause millions of dollars in damage. Jeff?
All right, Omar Villafranca, where the wind is only going to get worse tonight in Alabama. WCBS weathercaster Lonnie Quinn is tracking Gordon for us. Lonnie, what's happening out there?
I think this is going to prove to be a storm more about the water than the wind, kind of like Omar was talking about. Here's the current stats on it. I will say the storm's gotten better organized. It's starting to look like that, that quintessential rotation you see with a tropical system. Winds are at 70 miles per hour. It's got to get to 74 to be a Cat 1 hurricane. We don't think it's going to get there. It's moving to the northwest quickly. 15 miles per hour. So the good news is it's not like Harvey. It's not going to take forever to get through the area. It will be through quickly. We think landfall somewhere the Mississippi or Alabama coastline as that strong tropical storm. Maybe it's a low-grade Cat 1 pushing inland, quickly weakening. So we talk about the water, the storm surge, and the freshwater rain. Well, take a look at this. We think that portions of the Mississippi coast, wherever you see this green, that dark green and sort of the mid-green color, could be seeing 3 to 5 feet of storm surge. Also, do not rule out the Mobile Bay. Highest probability, just probability, is for it to go just to the west of the Mobile Bay. Consequently, it would be the catch basin for all this counterclockwise spin around the storm, just pushing that water into that basin. And then you've got rain on top of that. Okay, we think some areas could be seeing 10 to 12 inches. You want to focus on this bright white color, like right around Pensacola, Florida, because again, it's east side heavy. All the rain is on the east half of the storm, but then that rain is going to get funneled into the Midwest. In the Midwest, boy, portions today picked up 6 inches of rain. Tomorrow they'll pick up another 6 inches of rain. That's before any of the leftovers of Gordon even get to them. So they'll be it's possible, Jeff. The flooding could be worse in the Midwest than it is along the Gulf Coast because this is associated with Gordon.
So bad so far already. All right, Lonnie, thank you. Brett Kavanaugh's confirmation hearing for the Supreme Court nearly turned into a free-for-all today with frequent interruptions from Senate Democrats and protesters. Capitol Hill police made 70 arrests. Jan Crawford is following it all.
I welcome everyone to this confirmation hearing on the nomination of
Mr. Chairman.
Brett Kavanaugh.
Mr. Chairman.
Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley barely finished a sentence.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to be recognized to ask a question before we proceed.
You're out of order. I'll proceed.
We cannot possibly move forward.
When committee Democrats started the interruptions.
Mr. Chairman, I move to adjourn.
And will we review Senator Blumenthal's motion to adjourn?
I make a very clear and simple motion to move into executive sessions.
It was a raucous first day of confirmation hearings for Judge Brett Kavanaugh. He was able to introduce his family before the protests started up again. Republicans were having none of it.
It's pretty obvious to most people going about their work today that the deranged comments actually don't have anything to do with you.
This is ridiculous. You're one of the best choices any Republican could make.
The Democrats' complaints were in part on process. The Republicans weren't turning over every document from Kavanaugh's time in the Bush administration. But they also took aim at President Trump.
Over a dozen cabinet members and senior aides to President Trump have resigned, been fired, or failed their confirmations.
There will always be an asterisk after your name.
And predicted Kavanaugh would throw out Supreme Court precedent.
Judge Kavanaugh.
After nearly 8 hours, Kavanaugh finally gave his opening statement.
I am an optimist.
And pledged to be impartial and independent.
I revere the Constitution. If confirmed to the Supreme Court, I will keep an open mind in every case. I will always strive to preserve the Constitution of the United States and the American rule of law.
Now, with the midterm elections looming, sources tell CBS News that Democrats orchestrated their strategy over the weekend. The president, Trump, tweet this afternoon called it despicable. Now, these hearings will continue tomorrow. Judge Kavanaugh is going to be in the hot seat as the senators put their questions directly to the nominee. Jeff.
All right, Jan Crawford right there in the confirmation room. Jan, thank you. Arizona's governor today appointed former three-term Senator Jon Kyl to replace the late John McCain, at least until the end of this year. Kyl is expected to be sworn in later this week in time to vote on Brett Kavanaugh's nomination to the Supreme Court. 50,000 students in Detroit went back to school today carrying bottles of water. Fountains and faucets in all 106 public schools were shut off after high levels of lead and copper were discovered in the water supply. Detroit is not alone. Fountains at most schools in Baltimore have been shut off for more than a decade, and lead contamination in schools in Portland, Oregon took nearly 2 years to fix. Up next here on the CBS Evening News, Colin Kaepernick does not have a team, but he does have a big deal with Nike, why the company chose him. And later, Japan is hit by its worst typhoon in 25 years.
Every year, 790,000 Americans suffer from a heart attack. It can happen anywhere, anytime. But during a suspected heart attack, immediately calling 911 and chewing Bear aspirin can help save a life. Carry Bear aspirin helps save a life. Make a smart choice. Replace one meal or snack a day with Glucerna, made with Carb Steady to help manage blood sugar and end the day with a smile. Glucerna, everyday progress.
This is not a video game. This is not a screensaver. This is the destruction of a cancer cell by the body's own immune system, thanks to medicine that didn't exist until now. And today, can save your life. You wouldn't accept an incomplete job from anyone else. Why accept it from your allergy pills? Flonase Sensimus relieves your worst symptoms, including nasal congestion, which most pills don't. It helps block 6 key inflammatory substances. Most pills block 1. Flonase Sensimus.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, you get straightforward, tailored recommendations, tax-efficient investing strategies, and a dedicated advisor to help you grow and protect your wealth. Fidelity Wealth Management.
We the people, defined by the moments we share with our families and our friends, doing the things we love. We the people are always stronger when we're together. The 2018 Ford Expedition, the J.D. Power highest ranked large SUV in initial quality.
There is sharp reaction tonight to word that Nike has signed Colin Kaepernick for a new ad campaign. The quarterback says the NFL has blackballed him over the anthem protests. President Trump today said the Nike deal is, quote, a terrible message. More on this now from Jim Axelrod.
In the polarizing debate over NFL players taking a knee during the national anthem.
Get that son of a bitch off the field right now. Out. He's fired.
Nike has now made its bet, announcing one of the faces of its 30th anniversary Just Do It campaign, Colin Kaepernick, the quarterback who started the protest 2 seasons ago. The ad reads, "Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything." Showed over a picture of the player who hasn't taken an NFL snap since he started taking a knee.
What Nike did is a game changer.
Sports marketer Mark Williams thinks Nike is playing the long game by appealing to its core customers, under 35 and ethnically actually diverse.
I think that Nike knows exactly what they're doing. They look at things globally, how they can change culture and society.
Nike recently signed a 10-year extension to the NFL's official uniform sponsors.
Throwing this in the fire because Colin Kaepernick is now the face of Nike.
And while the company is feeling the social media backlash, Boycott Nike is trending on Twitter.
Nike burn, baby.
The company's earned $43 million worth of media exposure in the last 24 hours, according to one estimate. Retail analyst Simeon Siegel.
The idea of newness and keeping alive in that conversation, that's going to be something that they look towards.
But the name Nike
is spoken out.
And it stays on everyone's tongue.
Yeah, exactly. And the people that burn their shoes today might be buying a new pair tomorrow.
While President Trump tweeted the Kaepernick ad sent a terrible message, the NFL had this to say: the social justice issues that Colin and other professional athletes have raised deserve our attention and action. 2 very different points of view, Jim.
Yep, indeed. However you feel about this, Nike got attention. Jim, thanks. Still ahead here, a former Cosby actor gets a job offer after being pushed into a harsh spotlight.
Before I had the shooting, burning, pins and needles, and diabetic nerve pain, these feet made waves in high school. Had a ball being a dad and built a career in construction, but I couldn't bear my diabetic nerve pain any longer. So I talked to my doctor, and he prescribed Lyrica.
Nerve damage from diabetes causes diabetic nerve pain. Lyrica is FDA approved to treat this pain, from moderate to even severe diabetic nerve pain. Lyrica may cause serious allergic reactions, suicidal thoughts or actions. Tell your doctor right away if you have these, new or worse depression, unusual changes in mood or behavior, swelling, trouble breathing, rash, hives, blisters, muscle pain with fever, tired feeling, or blurry vision. Common side effects: dizziness, sleepiness, weight gain. and feet. Don't drink alcohol while taking Lyrica. Don't drive or use machinery until you know how Lyrica affects you. Those who've had a drug or alcohol problem may be more likely to misuse Lyrica.
Less diabetic nerve pain, and I love building memories that can't be washed away.
Ask your doctor about Lyrica.
Brad's been looking forward to this all week, but how will his denture cope with a steak? Luckily for Brad, this isn't a worry, because he's discovered Super Polygrip. It holds his denture tight and helps give him 65% more chewing power, leaving Brad to dig in and enjoy the tastiest of T-bones. Super Polygrip, helping you enjoy the foods you love.
That must be me right there.
There you are, Mom. It does kind of look like our family.
Wearing?
Ancestry now has over 300,000 yearbooks from all across the country. Start searching for your family free at Ancestry.com.
I never knew there was a different solution to my constipation until my doctor recommended Miralax. Stimulant laxatives forcefully stimulate the nerves in your colon. Miralax is different. It works with the water in your body, unblocking your system naturally. Miralax.
I got a certain way I like to do things. I like Consumer Cellular. I get unlimited talk and text for just $25 a month. They received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service again.
And Consumer Cellular has been an approved AARP provider since 2008, so we trust them. Reliable nationwide coverage for way less money? That's the way.
We like it.
Switch today and get your first month of service free. Call, go online, or find us at Target.
Salonpas. We're the world leader in medicinal pain patches. Our latest innovation, Salonpas Lidocaine, using hydrogel-based technology with the maximum strength lidocaine you can buy without a prescription. Salonpas Lidocaine. Nothing is proven stronger or more effective against pain.
Your brain changes as you get older, but Prevagen helps your brain with an ingredient originally discovered in jellyfish. In clinical trials, Prevagen has been shown to improve short-term memory. Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
Japan today was hit by its strongest typhoon in a quarter century. Powerful winds nearly swept a truck and van off a bridge. A ship crashed into another bridge in Osaka Bay. Big waves also swamped the region's airport. At least 9 people were killed, 1 million people ordered to evacuate. There was a failed attack today against the U.S. Embassy in Cairo, Egypt. A security camera captured a man wearing a backpack that suddenly caught fire and blew up. He was quickly tackled and taken away. Egyptian authorities identified him as a 24-year-old extremist carrying a bottle of flammable chemicals. No bystanders were hurt. Jeffrey Owens, who once acted on The Cosby Show, could soon return to TV. Last week, a photo of Owens recently bagging groceries at a Trader Joe's in New Jersey went viral. Some called it job shaming. Owens had to quit because of all the attention. But his work caught the attention of filmmaker Tyler Perry. And today, Perry tweeted to Owens that he's shooting a new drama and to come join us. Up next here, the ruby slippers have been found. Tap your heels together 3 times, and we'll be right back.
What's better than winning for life? How about if those checks would keep on coming to your family even decades after you're gone? It's the Publishers Clearinghouse $2,500 a week forever prize. Win, and you get $2,500 a week for your life. Then after that, someone you choose gets $2,500 a week for their life. Wouldn't it be great to leave a legacy for your family? Go to PCH.com and enter now. That's PCH.com. October 26th, you could win $2,500 a week forever.
I don't keep track of regrets, and I don't add up the years. But what I do count on is Boost.
Delicious Boost High Protein Nutritional Drink now has 33% more protein, along with 26 essential vitamins and minerals. Boost High Protein. Be up for life.
Insurance that won't replace the full value of your new car? You're better off throwing your money right into the harbor.
I'm gonna regret that. With Liberty Mutual new car replacement, we'll replace the full value of your car.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Ah, Mr. Black. It's good to see you again, Baron.
A toast to your demise.
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest fares as low as $69 one way.
That's transparency.
Heartburn and gas? Now, fight both fast. New Tums Chewy Bites with gas relief. All-in-one relief of heartburn and gas. New Tums Chewy Bites with gas relief.
The day after chemo shouldn't mean going back to the doctor just for a shot. With Neulasta Onpro, patients get their day back. To be with family or just to sleep in. Strong chemo can put you at risk of serious infection. In a key study, Neulasta reduced the risk of infection from 17% to 1%, a 94% decrease. Neulasta Onpro is designed to deliver Neulasta the day after chemo and is used by most patients today.
Neulasta is for certain cancer patients receiving strong chemotherapy. Do not take Neulasta if you're allergic to it, or Neupogen, filgrastim. An incomplete dose could increase infection risk. Ruptured spleen, sometimes fatal, as well as serious lung problems, allergic reactions, kidney injuries, and capillary leak syndrome have occurred. Report abdominal or shoulder tip pain, trouble breathing, or allergic reactions to your doctor right away. In patients with sickle cell disorders, serious, sometimes fatal crises can occur. The most common side effect is bone and muscle ache.
Ask your doctor about Neulasta Onpro. Pay no more than $5 per dose with copay card. AT&T provides edge-to-edge intelligence covering virtually every part of your manufacturing business. And so this won't happen because you've made sure this sensor and this machine are integrated. And she can talk to him. And yes, attaboy, some people assign genders to machines. And you can be sure you won't have any problems, except for the daily theft of your data. AT&T provides edge-to-edge intelligence. It can do so much for your business, the list goes on and on. That's the power of and. And this shipment will be...
Today, back pain can't win. Now introducing Aleve Back and Muscle Pain. Only Aleve targets tough pain for up to 12 hours with just one pill. Aleve Back and Muscle. All day strong, all day long.
There is an incredible amount of news.
Have we heard anything from the White House?
You're watching CBS This Morning. We thank you for that.
Finally, tonight, it wasn't the wizard, but an FBI sting that turned up perhaps the most famous slippers in movie history 13 years after they were stolen. Lee Cowan follows the trail, which starts on the yellow brick road.
Blame the good witch of the north. She's the one who first stole the ruby slippers, plopping them onto an unsuspecting door.
There they are, and there they'll stay.
Not so fast, my pretty. They didn't always stay where they were supposed to. In August 2005, one of the 4 remaining pairs of ruby slippers was stolen from here, the Judy Garland Museum in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. For 13 years, replicas sat in their place. The missing size 5.5s became the Area 51 of footwear. Conspiracies and false sightings abounded.
Everything from they are nailed to a wall in a roadside diner in Missouri to I was with my boyfriend when he threw them into a water-filled iron ore pit.
The slippers, it seemed, had slipped away for good. Until today.
Now, under the rainbow.
There they were. But were they real? After comparing them to the ones in the Smithsonian, the FBI said, yes, indeed, they matched.
Not only were these slippers stolen, but the memories of a lot of Americans were stolen back in 2005.
Investigators say the shoes were seized during a sting operation, part of an effort to uncover an extortion plot, but would say little else. For Michael Shaw, the collector who once owned the slippers, none of that really matters.
I don't care as long as the fact is I'm going to be able to buy them back from the insurance company.
Are you going to buy them back?
Oh, of course.
The case of the purloined pumps is still open. The magic slippers, now also a magic piece of evidence.
There's no place like home.
Lee Cowan, CBS News, Hollywood.
The case of the purloined pumps. Lee Cowan, thank you very much. That is the CBS Evening News tonight. I'm Jeff Glor. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
I couldn't eat at restaurants because my dentures wouldn't stay in. My husband heard about the mini dental implants with Dr. Volk. A few weeks later, my implants were in, and I'm going out with my husband again.
Hi, I'm Dr. Thomas Volk. Let me help you get your smile back.
Hi, I'm Murphy. And I'm Mike with Mattress Innovations. We offer free white glove delivery, setup, and removal of your old mattress. Direct from the factory to your home.
Mattress Innovations saves you more.
The factory is our store. I feel that automation is in the forefront of technology and manufacturing. Sinclair was hands-on, and the professors were really interested in you learning and being efficient at your craft.
I'm really comfortable there. I don't like the big college feel, and that's one of the reasons I went to Sinclair, but you get a high quality education out of it.
Sinclair gives you the chance to start your career.
Sinclair will give you the tools that you need that'll make you very valuable to employers.
Certified Chevy Equinox from $13,900. Purchase with confidence at Jeff Schmidt Chevy.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the stars of America's Day, Ed Sajak and Vanna White.
Thank you, Jim. We shouldn't be paid. We have too much fun. Let's see it like that. Hi guys. Get ready. It is toss-up time at the Old Corral. On the map is the category for this first toss-up. It's worth $1,000, and off we go. John.
Virginia Beach.
Yeah, that's it. John Wolby from Orlando, which is in Florida, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What do you do there?
I'm a technical support rep for a large communications firm.
Yeah, and but your life is in performing and all that stuff.
Absolutely. I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
I also do karaoke, weddings, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, you name it. I host it.
And from New Haven, Connecticut originally.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
A plug for the hometown.
A plug for the hometown.
All right.
Long time.
Good to have you here, John. Good luck to you the rest of the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Ashley.
Hello.
Ashley Gutierrez is from, I can never say the name of the town. I'm going to do it this time. Puyallup.
Very close. Puyallup.
Oh, Puyallup. Why can't I do it? Say it again.
Puyallup.
Puyallup. It's not that difficult. Well, I am a game show host. Puyallup, Washington. And you're an account manager up there.
Yes, currently working as an account manager for a small logistics and freight forwarding company.
Now, you and your boyfriend have this this quest you're on, right?
Yes, we are working through all 50 states. So far, we've gotten 20. So it's a good start, I think.
Oh,
we've got quite a bit to
It
go.
depends how long you've been doing it, but 20, it sounds pretty good to me. Well, good luck on the remaining 30.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Ellen.
Hello.
Ellen Gaudenzi is from Hazlet, New Jersey.
Yes.
Let's hear about your life in Hazlet.
I am married to my wonderful husband, Bob, for 35 years. We have two beautiful daughters, Lauren and Allie. I have a son-in-law, Tom, that's like a son to me. And I have a beautiful 2.5-year-old granddaughter and a grandson on the way.
Okay, wow, a lot going on there. Commercial property manager.
Yes, I'm a commercial property manager for a small real estate company. And I've been doing that for about 12 years and getting ready for retirement.
And I have just one more thing to say. Puyallup. Thank you. Let's do another toss-up. This one is worth $2,000. And the category is Showbiz. John.
Sports bloopers.
Yes, sir. So you get both the toss-up. Good for you. What are you doing is the category for the first round, and you won the right stuff. Go ahead. Well, for all the good it does, huh? I'm sorry. Ashley. Okay.
S.
There are two S's. You can pick up that wild card. You also picked up $1,000.
I'm going to buy the E.
One E. Whoa.
N.
Well, go ahead and pick up the $1 million wedge. There you go. That would get you a few states.
I'd like to buy the O.
One O. A lot of free play.
I.
3 eyes. It goes for free. So you got $500, you got the wild card, you got the $1 million wedge. Things going well so far. What do you want to do?
Can I buy the A?
3 A's. $500.
G.
1 G. $700.
T.
You got it. There are 7 T's in this puzzle at $700 apiece. That's going to change your score quite a lot. $5,650. There they are. Now what? $600.
H.
Yes, 1 H. $650.
K.
1 K. Just need to stay out of trouble on the wheel here. 800.
R.
2 R's.
I'd like to solve.
I'll bet you would now. Go ahead.
Taking that important first step.
And you have, yes. Hey, nice job. That's keeping your cool. I know it's a little nerve-wracking as you're spinning that wheel, no valves left, and you got this $1 million staring up at you. You got this wild card. You hold some of this up. There you go. Okay. And you won $8,500. Congratulations on that. We're off to a very interesting start. We'll be back. You've taken the important first step.
It's America's game. Mark Wahlberg and Fleetwood Mac. It's Ellen's premiere week.
You never see people do air flute.
Ellen, tomorrow at 4 on Channel 7.
Shop the Labor Day sale, now extended at Value City Furniture. Hurry in for your last chance to save up to 25% on qualifying purchases store-wide. Or enjoy 48-month special financing when you spend $19.99 or more. Only at Value City Furniture.
KFC's cooking up an incredible deal. Feed your family our delicious 9-piece drumstick and thigh bucket for the amazing price of just $8.99. Choose between the Colonel's freshly prepared original recipe, seasoned to perfection with our secret blend of herbs and spices, or KFC's extra crispy recipe, double breaded to give every bite that famous crispy crunch. With a price this low for America's favorite chicken, the only question left is, when's dinner? Your family favorite, the 9-piece bucket, is now only $8.99. Nothing else compares to KFC. It's finger licking good.
Unsure about your credit? Jeff is ready to approve you at JeffApproves.com. Get approved, see what vehicles you qualify for, and find out your payment all without ever setting foot at our dealership with JeffApproves.com.
Shop the Labor Day sale, now extended at Value City Furniture. Last chance to save $300 off all Beauty Rest Silver Hybrid mattresses, like this Luxury Firm Queen mattress, now $10.69. Plus, get a free sleep kit and sleep tracker. Only at Value City Furniture.
Where with John Krasinski?
It was intense.
How he's taking Jack Ryan places he's never been before. Next, T.
Tonight at 7:30 on Channel 7.
Tonight's show is brought to you by the following.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. That's why we offer this free book.
Call toll-free at 1-800-682-5600. Pain cream. Honey, you smell just like my Walter used to.
Don't smell like Walter. Asper Cream. Maximum relief that's odor-free.
Tonight's mystery round is brought to you by Rolaids.
My combo meal gave me the heartburn blues. Rolaids made it all nice.
For heartburn, Rolaids starts working as fast as now. Get your groove back with Rolaids.
$10,000.
So, same name. That's category. That could be a kind of a tricky category, so pay attention as you play. And Ashley had a good last round. Going to start this one. Got that $1 million wedge, got that wild card, and she's got $650.
R.
3 R's. That gets you just under $2,000.
I'd like to buy the E.
There are a couple of E's, yeah.
Can I buy the I?
No, there's no I. Ellen.
N.
No, there's no N. I'm sorry. Trip stays. John. S. There is an S, so pick up that half car, that Nissan Versa. The other half's out there.
I'd like to buy a vowel. A.
Got some A's for you, 4 of them. But there'll be no more vowel buying. They're all gone, John. I think it got you. Yeah, you know the deal. I gotta take it. I'm sorry. Ashley.
L.
There is no L. We'll get there. Ellen.
H.
Well, now you get half a car. I picked that up. And got one more round after this. Can you do it? No, there you go. You should give it something extra just for getting that off the wheel. And you have $1,500. Spin or solve?
I'm going to spin. K.
Yeah, 1K. Oh boy, this would be a good time to find a letter or two.
C.
And you did. 1C. Oh, come on. Oh, man. We have, I just keep collecting half cars here. I'm sorry about that. John, it's your turn. Well, what letter? M. There are 2 M's. Now, before you say anything, you want to risk that 2,000, try to turn it into 10. It's a 50-50 chance. Could be a bankrupt. I'm going to do it. I hope it works out. It is. Woo! What would you like to do, John?
I'd like to solve.
Do it.
Hammerhead and card sharp.
Yes, sir. Oh, you gambling fool. That's right. Wow. So you end up with the 10 grand. That round turned up. I think originally it was Sharp, the card sharp, but it was missaid so many over the years, and I think that's now the way people say it, card sharp. Isn't that fascinating? 13,000 he has. He has the lead. He's going to hold on to that, and you'll watch these, and we'll be back.
Can you solve this puzzle from 2007? The category is phrase. We'll give you the answer when we come back, right after this.
Jackpot Magic Slots, where you can get your slots on.
Here's the correct puzzle solution. Keep watching Wheel for more classic puzzles.
Mom, I can't find my glasses.
At iMart, we anticipate the unknown. That's why we're offering 2 pairs of glasses for just $79.92 and free Kids Tough break-resistant lens upgrades. Only at iMart.
I'll put a spell on you. Yeah, because you're mine.
With Chase ATMs, Serena can now grab cash on the go, all with the tap of her phone.
The things you do.
No card, no problem. Life, but Serena's way. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Crime may not pay, but our new instant game sure does. Introducing Super Break the Bank from the Ohio Lottery. 8 fun games packed into one big ticket at a price that won't break your bank, plus a top prize of $500,000. With a ticket this good, you won't want to be caught without it.
My mom washes the dishes before she puts them in the dishwasher. So what does the dishwasher do?
New Cascade Platinum does the work for you, pre-washing and removing stuck-on foods the first time.
Wow. That's clean.
New Cascade Platinum. Overwhelming air fresheners can send you running. So try Febreze One with no aerosols and no heavy perfumes. So you can spray and stay. Febreze One. It's a tradition, those back-to-school pictures as your child walks out the door. Make sure your child is prepared for school with the help of iMart. Classes the same day and 2 pair for only $79.92. Plus, no appointment necessary. Only from iMart.
Wheel has a new letter.
A new letter? No, a new newsletter.
Oh, a new newsletter.
Now from right inside their email, members get video messages from us, great show clips, and fun games.
Ooh, so join the Wheel Watchers Club at wheeloffortune.com.
Welcome back. Phrase is the category for this round. There it is. It's our prize puzzle. Ellen, go get them.
$6.50.
N.
No, there's no N. I'm sorry. John, nothing wrong with that money. It's not there. $700.
T.
You got it. 2 T's.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
Yeah.
O.
No O. Ashley. She still has that $1 million win. $700.
S.
2 S's.
I'd like to buy the I.
There are 2 I's, yeah. Well, you know what that means. You have to gather up all the stuff there, including, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Ellen, it's your turn. And you're sitting on a bankrupt. Oh, boy, John. $600.
H.
2 H's.
I'd like to buy a vowel. A.
3 A's.
I'd like to buy another vowel. E.
And that'll do it for vowels. There's 1 E. $500.
P.
1 P.
I'd like to solve.
Go ahead.
This place has it all.
You got it.
Look out, Jamaica. Here comes John.
Don't leave your worries behind. You're off to Dare Down. Luxury awaits at the 5-star all-inclusive Grand Palladium Jamaica Resort and Spa. Enjoy exquisite accommodations and amenities, a world-class spa, and the largest pool in the region. Visit PalladiumHotelGroup.com. $6,800.
Wow. Another big round over $9,000. You got the $22,150.
I'd say it's going pretty well. That's my assessment of the situation. We'll be back to play some more.
Closed captioning is brought to you by the following.
Heartburn and gas? Now fight both fast. New Tums Chewy Bites with Gas Relief. All in one relief of heartburn and gas. New Tums Chewy Bites with Gas Relief.
I need choices.
Oh, Donato's has choices. Subs, salads, wings, and endless edge-to-edge pizza possibilities. You want choices? You want Donato's. Now get $3 off any order of $20 or more. Use promo code 3.
Now at Menards, save big money on your next project. 11% off everything. Save on Chamberlain garage door openers. This half-horsepower belt drive garage door opener is designed to run quietly and smoothly. $149.52 after 11% off. Rock solid wet look lacquer seals papers, patios, and retaining walls while adding a wet look finish. $26.68 per gallon after sale price at 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Come on now.
Everything okay there?
I just got this dental bill. I thought Medicare covered that.
Okay. First, let's go ahead and close up that road. And secondly, most plans don't cover as much as you think. But Anthem offers plans that cover preventive care, vision, dental, you name it.
That's great.
Yeah, being fully covered is great. You should totally try it.
No matter your worry, Anthem Medicare has a solution.
It's that time again. Toss up character, the category, $3,000 the amount. Here we go. Ashley.
Betty Bo Peep.
No. John.
Little Bo Peep.
Yeah, that's it. Betty was little, but he did a little, and John has increased his lead now. People is the category for this next round. There it is, and sounds like I'm going to give the wheel a final spin. Ask you to give me a solid. Vowels worth nothing. Consonants worth, oh, I don't know. Look at that. We'll add 1,000. $6,000 for every consonant we find. People is the category. And John, we start with you. A letter, please.
T.
No T. Ashley.
R.
2 R's. Every letter worth $6,000.
S.
1 S. People. John.
N.
1 N.
Friends for life.
You got it. Wow. Very impressive. That was good. Whew. Another $6,000. $31,150 with a bonus round yet to come. Do not leave this area. I promise I won't. Well, that's a very nice evening for you. It's an all cash total. You should be $8,500. Thanks, Ashley, very much. It was nice having you. Bye-bye. Well, I wish I had a chance to come down and visit and congratulate you on all things, but I hope it was a good experience for you.
It was fun.
We enjoyed having you here, and we have $1,000 for you. Thank you, Ellen, very much. Oh, so we're going to give you 3 choices here, and one of these will be the category you'll use in the bonus round. Thing, phrase, living things.
I'm going to go with phrase.
Phrase, he says. I don't know why. It just seemed interesting for you to say that. We'll be right back. So, here we go.
Oh, big money bonus round is next. It's revolutionary.
This flu season, protect yourself. And your sister-in-laws, tennis partners, chatty coworkers, youngest daughters, entire judo class. One shot can make a world of difference. Walgreens has specially trained pharmacists that know which flu shot is right for you. Protecting the world. Over 60 million flu shots and counting. Starts with protecting yours. Walgreens. Trusted since 1901.
I can do more to lower my A1C.
Because my body can still make its own insulin.
I take Trulicity once a week to activate my body to release its own insulin, like it's supposed to. Trulicity's not insulin. It works 24/7. It comes in an easy-to-use pen, and I may even lose a little weight.
Trulicity is an injection to improve blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes when used with diet and exercise. Don't use medicine to treat diabetes, or if you have type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Don't take Trulicity if you or your family have medullary thyroid cancer, you're allergic to Trulicity, or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of a serious allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe stomach pain. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases your low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and decreased appetite. These can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
To help lower my A1C, I choose Trulicity to activate my within.
Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity. There's a new place for senior care with daily laundry service. A place with a day spa. A place where seniors get the care they need in the comfort of home. Home Instead Senior Care.
For me, there's no bigger fear than not being able to get back up. And like many others, back pain can take you down faster than anything. Fortunately, Precision Spine Institute got me back on my feet and back in the fight. Call Precision Spine Institute today for a free screening and MRI review.
KFC's cooking up an incredible deal. Bring home our delicious 9-piece drumstick and thigh bucket for only $8.99. Choose a Colonel's Original recipe or extra crispy recipe. At just $8.99 for America's favorite chicken, the only question left is, when's dinner? KFC, it's bigger looking good.
Well, our DJ actor here has $31,150 so far in cash and prizes. Who's out in the audience with you?
My wonderful mother, Vernell.
Hello, nice to have you here. So, you know the way this works. You'll spin the wheel, you'll land on something, you'll solve a puzzle, it'll be exciting, you'll win a lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
Go ahead. That's just a summary, ladies and gentlemen.
The actual rules are on file at the Smithsonian Institute.
Thanks, sir. This way, please. Right there. And to the puzzle we go. You chose phrase.
That I did.
R-S-T-L-E. We need 3 more consonants, 1 more vowel.
D.
1.
C.
2. And a vowel.
O.
What do we get here? Not a whole lot. But look, there's a use letter board you can use. You got the full 10 seconds. Talk it out. Phrase. Good luck. Yeah, boy, the B would
bubble over.
The B would have been the night. Oh, too late. All right, nice try, but too late. We couldn't add that to the mix. But a really great night. $31,150. Are you kidding me? Good job.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And I'll be back.
From the Wheel of Fortune Collectible Cookbook, tonight's featured recipe is a Philadelphia favorite, classic Philly cheesesteaks. Go to wheeloffortune.com and get your cookbook today.
What do you call those things? I mean, they're all over here.
They're called pearls.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great.
And they're on my ears too.
Wow.
They're everywhere.
And who do we thank for that? Who does your wardrobe?
Kathy does my wardrobe. Thank you, Kathy, for dressing me and making me look so good. I couldn't do it without you.
Don't buckle over. We'll see you next time. So long.
It's wheel time all the time at wheeloffortune.com. See what's ahead on the show, watch fun videos, and play our toss-up challenge game. It's all right here.
Around here, the weather never stays the same. If your home's not properly insulated, when it's hot inside. And when it's cold, you're cold inside. It's time to get your home into the foam zone. You'll always be comfortable inside, no matter what the weather is outside. Our foam in your walls keeps the cold air out and the warm air in. Foam your home now, and we'll give you a $500 early bird discount.
USA Insulation. The Cosby star shamed for his grocery store job. Only E.T. has the reunion with his former co-star. Plus, the Beckhams go big to shoot down divorce rumors and new Bachelor backlash. E.T. is next.
We're here to pick winning numbers for Tuesday, September 4th. I'm Karen Kowalik, and here are tonight's winning Pick 3 numbers.
First up, we have a 7, followed by the number 2, and finally the number 9. So repeating this evening's winning pick 3, 7, 2, 9. Now moving on over to tonight's winning pick 4 numbers 0, 9, 8, and 5. So repeating this evening's winning pick 4, 0, 9, 8, 5. And now here are tonight's winning pick 5 numbers 3, 5, 7, 0, and 8. So repeating this evening's winning pick 5, 3, 5, 7, 0, and 8. It's Tuesday, and that means later tonight there's a Mega Millions drawing. Now the Ohio Lottery offers a new way to purchase and play Powerball and Mega Millions with the lottery card. Buy it at the store, get the numbers on the phone, and we'll text you if you win. Check out OhioLottery.com or watch the video on our YouTube channel. Buy one for yourself and one as a gift for that special someone.
Tonight, the Cosby star, shamed for his grocery store job, comes to E.T. to deliver a message.
A lot of people would kill for the jobs that I get, but dollar-wise, it doesn't add up.
The new offers pouring in. Will he do Dance with the Stars? Plus, our surprise for him.
Today's been like a real Cosby reunion day.
Then the Beckhams go big to shoot down divorce rumors.
What is that thing that keeps you guys together?
Plus, new Bachelor backlash. The show has its man, but why some fans and Colton's ex say they picked the wrong guy?
I don't know that he's ready.
And how John Krasinski's going all out for his Jack Ryan premiere.
This is something so incredible.
As his wife Emily faces off with The Rock.
I'm Mary Poppins. No.
This is Entertainment Tonight.
Hollywood actor makes millions. Former Cosby star Jeffrey Owens works at a grocery store today, and some haters are actually shaming him for it.
Here's the thing, Nancy. This story has exploded as so many actors have come to his defense, including Keisha Knight Pulliam, Cosby's little Rudy.
I am overwhelmed in a good way, but it is overwhelming.
Former Cosby star Jeffrey Owens feared the absolute worst when these photos of him working at Trader Joe's were published over the weekend.
What they did was they appealed to the worser natures in people, and I think they were surprised to find that the better natures in people totally triumphed in this case.
Actress Patricia Heaton blasted the initial story, asking, why are you trying to humiliate this honorable, hardworking actor? Brooklyn Nine-Nine star Terry Crews tweeted, I swept floors after the NFL. If need be, I'd do it again. Jeffrey played Bill Cosby's son-in-law, Elvin, on The Cosby Show for more than 6 years. The 57-year-old actor also recently lost money from The Cosby Show's residuals after several cable channels dropped reruns in the wake of Bill Cosby's sexual assault conviction. He continued to work smaller roles.
I cashed the check. I've appeared on a lot of shows. The problem is I haven't appeared a lot on a lot of shows. Dollar-wise, income-wise, it doesn't add up.
Well, that is changing.
Thanks, everybody, for the support.
Jeffrey, who wore his Trader Joe's name tag to our interview, tells us the Hollywood offers are pouring in, including one from Tyler Perry, who tweeted, quote, I'm about to start shooting Owens' #1 drama next week. Come join us.
That's a very, very generous thing for him to say, and we'll see what happens with that. I don't expect to be offered things. It would be lovely if, as one of the results of this, some doors open in terms of giving me the opportunity to audition.
And we wondered, have producers from Dancing with the Stars reached out?
Yes, they have. But they actually, to their credit, they did years ago. Before this stuff came up.
And more support today from one of Jeffrey's former Cosby co-stars, Keisha Knight Pulliam.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I support him, and I'm happy that this has turned into be such a warm, feel-good story.
They haven't seen each other for more than a decade. This afternoon, E.T. arranged this FaceTime reunion with Keisha in Atlanta.
You've caused me quite a ruckus.
I mean to.
Well, look, I'm proud of you. People need to know, as a working actor, like, you have to do what you have to do for your family, and there's nothing wrong with a hard day's work, period, point blank.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, tell me something. Which Trader Joe's do you work at?
I haven't applied yet.
Hey, we all could be there one day. By the way, if Jeffrey does take the gig with Tyler Perry on the Haves and Have-Nots, then and he could visit Keisha, who lives in Atlanta, because that's where it films.
There you go. And he would be on Oprah's network. Hope it works out for him. All right. Well, somebody else fighting back against the haters. Victoria Beckham. She is shutting down divorce rumors nearly 20 years after she and David said, I do.
The 44-year-old knows how to make a statement. Number 1, slip back into your ivory wedding gown. Number 2, smolder with your husband for British Vogue's October cover. And number 3, blast those divorce rumors. She calls them nonsense and, quote, people have been making things up about a relationship for 20 years.
What is that thing that keeps you guys together?
He's my soulmate, and we really support each other.
You have to make time for each other. You know, we're busy, so we make it work as a family.
Decked out in Dior, the style mogul, her 4 kids, and Cocker Spaniel Olive post sweetly for the magazine and also waged war with squirt guns. David clearly lost. We love that his family doesn't take themselves too seriously. Case in point, Victoria is marking 10 years off her fashion label with this hilarious photo shoot spoof.
Is there a 90s like Spice Girl era look that you're okay with still?
I mean, look, I'm not going to do it again. Put it that way.
Oh, never say never. Posh proudly slipped back into that catsuit 22 years later, as well as that LBD and that silver bustier mini, and gave us all kinds of spicy flashbacks.
What I really, really want. Just spice up your life. This really is where 2 become 1. I'm not quite as grumpy as I look. I mean, I've said that for many years. You know, I'm very, very lucky to have the job that I have, you know, the family that I have. I feel very, very blessed.
Well, you certainly can't call her grumpy after seeing that hilarious Vogue spoof of herself, right? And she is blessed with a beautiful family. Meanwhile, somebody else hoping for his own fairy tale ending, the new Bachelor, Colton Underwood. But it seems the choice has Bachelor Nation at odds.
I know it can work, and I'm ready to find the love of my life. I'm ready to have a partner.
26 years old, a former pro football player who loves dogs, runs a charity, and oh yeah, is serious about his virginity. A source tells ET the decision to cast Colton came down to one thing. His story, quote, was too good to pass up.
I am a virgin.
Really? We're told Colton beat out 2 other guys, Jason and Blake, also from Becca's season on The Bachelorette, and that ultimately producers felt Colton was best to bring the drama and tears. Last night on Paradise, we saw Colton shed some man tears as he ended his complicated relationship with Tia. He told us he's ready to move on.
I'd have 0 regrets. I have the same level of respect and love for Tia that I always have had.
Today, Tia congratulated Colton on Twitter and made sure fans knew she wouldn't be competing on his season. And just a week ago, Tia told our Lauren Zima she has her doubts about Colton as the Bachelor.
How are you able to be friends with him after all those emotions? Are you over him at this point?
It happened, it didn't work, and it's okay.
Do you think he's ready?
I don't know that he's ready. I don't.
And some of Bachelor Nation couldn't agree more. This morning, fans had a meltdown on social media, calling Colton too young, immature, and unable to commit. But he told us that is not the case.
And my dog's great. It's nice to come home to Sniper every night, but I would love to come home to my wife and have a dinner, have a glass of wine.
Aw, they're giving him a hard time. All right, season 23 is expected to start filming at the end of this month. The premiere is set for January of next year.
I will tell you this. I was at an event with Colton a few weeks ago, and boy, did the ladies love him.
Well, he's cute.
Yeah, things not going as well for Britney Spears. The pop star is just one of the singers out there dealing with health issues now. Britney's ailment, location amnesia. The Blackpool crowd gets a little toxic toward Britney after she addresses the wrong city. A nightmare for any performer. She quickly gave the Boo Birds an explanation.
I'm gonna get emotional with you guys because
In Berlin, a scary moment for U2 frontman Bono. While belting out the group's Red Flag Day, his voice started breaking. He mouths to the audience, "I'm sorry." Bono couldn't return, and the concert has been rescheduled. He later told ET, "So happy and relieved that anything serious has been ruled out." Meanwhile, that same night in Seattle, Foo Fighters' Dave Grohl having a similar issue. But Dave, who once continued a concert from a chair after breaking his leg, wasn't about to stop the show.
When it comes to getting a cold and losing your voice, it's nothing compared to breaking your leg and finishing the show.
Dave later joked, "That's the last time I ever make out with Bono." By the way, when Dave broke his leg, he literally laid on the ground and said, "I'll be back. I'm going to finish this concert." And he did. He is a warrior.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, well, coming up.
Ben Affleck's Playboy playmate fights back. Is she to blame for Ben falling off the wagon?
And I'm talking to Ben's ex, Jennifer Garner, how her past came back to haunt her on the set.
And I was like, hang on, let me do that again. Plus, Whitney Houston's wedding day relived on screen. And can you do the Lilo? How Lindsay Lohan just set off a new dance craze.
It's time to hit the mark with your advertising dollars. You can afford TV and radio. We have some amazing deals available at MediaWorks, and you could win a $10,000 vacation. Visit OhioMediaWorks.com/TV or text CMG to 47464.
To be their best, kids need good nutrition and practice. Lots of practice. Get them started right with Carnation Breakfast Essentials. It has protein plus vitamins and minerals to help kids be their best. Carnation Breakfast Essentials.
Alicia and Chad bought identical pre-owned cars. Alicia bought hers at Joseph Airport and got the Yes Plan certified lifetime warranty. She has coverage on her engine, drivetrain, and transmission as long as she owns her car, while Chad could be out thousands of dollars.
Shop with confidence with over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from.
Cincinnati Children's has played a part in so many lives, like Joel's. In fact, almost everyone in the region has a connection to Cincinnati Children's. And together, we're ranked #2 in the nation because we put kids first. From the routine to the complex, our team of experts is focused on care for every child and their family. Cincinnati Children's, changing the outcome together.
At McAfee, we know that a healthy home starts with the air you breathe. Our air duct cleaning improves the efficiency of your system and provides a cleaner, more comfortable environment for you and your family. Any season, any time, McAfee.
Together, we are Handyman Ace Hardware. We support Dayton Children's Hospital. And we're locally owned. We are not just a store.
We are Handyman Ace Hardware,
helping you take care of your home.
Alicia and Chad bought identical pre-owned cars. Alicia bought hers at Joseph Airport and got the Yes Plan certified lifetime warranty. She has coverage on her engine, drivetrain, and transmission as long as she owns her car, while Chad could be out thousands of dollars.
Shop with confidence with over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from.
Playboy model Shauna Sexton is fighting back after a fan claimed that she got Ben Affleck, quote, thrown into rehab. Sexton responded with, quote, blaming a 22-year-old for someone's third time in rehab is just ridiculous. Never drank around or with him, for the record. Now, Ben has been in rehab for nearly 2 weeks now.
Strong clapback game by Shauna. And speaking of strong, Ben's ex, Jennifer Garner, is tough as nails. In her new movie, Peppermint, we had a chat about how she got into killer shape. I saw the movie with hardened movie critics. You know how movie critics don't react. And people were cheering. Come on. No, they were like, yeah.
Yeah.
Every time you killed somebody, like, yeah.
Yay. You are the LAPD. This is where the party is.
A revenge-seeking killing machine isn't what most people think when they picture Jennifer. But that's exactly what the Mom of 3 delivers.
You can see that it's me fighting, which I'm proud of. There was a lot of training. It was very physical. I was in pretty good shape going into it. And I said to them, you know, I know how to train for this movie.
When you were in Vegas and you had your back out, and I saw it, I was like, oh my.
We did a lot of dance cardio, but we also, you know, did crazy weights and did bands and did trampoline.
But watching Jen, the action hero, is nothing new for her True Blue fans who will always remember Garner as the tough-as-nails spy Sydney Bristow on the series Alias. Garner admits while shooting Peppermint, she often found herself channeling her TV persona, leading to problems on the set.
But first, when we started shooting, I would being back in action mode, I would just kind of fall into being Sydney Bristow. Sydney Bristow was an optimistic young girl, whereas my character, Riley North, in this, everything had been taken from her and is coming at it from like an almost animalistic point. I mean, there was a time I walked up the stairs, I looked back over, and I was like, hang on, let me do that again. That was pure Sydney.
Oh, wow, that you recognize that, right?
She is so good and so tough in this movie. What's also amazing is how quickly Jen can slip back into mommy mode. She hashtagged this: back to school, first day of summer, all smiles, last day of summer, all bloodied up. I see you, Jen. I see you.
All right, still it.
I've been tinkering with an idea for a few months.
John Krasinski breaks his silence about the sequel to A Quiet Place as we take you aboard his high-powered Jack Ryan premiere.
Then,
Love you, Bobby Brown.
Whitney and Bobby's big day gets the movie treatment. But which part did the real Bobby Brown rewrite?
No, that never happened. And no, we're not doing that.
And can besties Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick guess their co-stars just by their eyes?
Oh, sleepy eyes. That's what I call them.
Closed captioning provided by
Harry's meeting clients from far away, but they only see his wrinkles. If only Harry used something else to drive, he would be a less wrinkly winning guy.
Smoking causes my throat cancer. But walking every day makes me feel like myself again. Wow. Almost.
You could quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
With uncontrolled moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis, you never know how your skin will look. And it can feel like no matter what you do, you're itching all the time. But even though you see and feel your eczema on the surface of your skin, an overly sensitive immune system deep within your skin might actually be causing your eczema. So help heal your skin from within with Dupixent. Dupixent is not a steroid, and it continuously treats your eczema even when you can't see it. At 16 weeks, more than 1 in 3 patients saw clear or almost clear skin, and patients saw a significant reduction in itch. Do not use if you are allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems, including eye pain or changes in vision. If you have asthma and are taking asthma medicines, do not change or stop your asthma medicine without talking to your doctor. Help heal your skin from within. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Guys, hanging out. I'm drinking alcohol. Let's go up. Shit.
Okay, let's go watch some Twitch.
No, wow.
Yeah. I'm Mary Poppins.
More like muscle popping. Dwayne The Rock Johnson having some fun with Emily Blunt on the set of their upcoming Disney movie Jungle Cruise. Meanwhile, Emily's husband John Krasinski is not on a cruise, but rather on a battleship. And we caught up with him at his massive Jack Ryan premiere.
They shut down the battleship, put up a giant 22-foot tall movie screen, and still all we could look at was hot Mr. Krasinski. Yep, that's right, hot. And here's your proof. Yes, we binge-watched all 8 episodes of Amazon's Jack Ryan to find John's best shirtless shots and one very sexy makeout scene. And if you're ever wondering how John compares to Ben Affleck, Harrison Ford, Chris Pine, and Alec Baldwin, all who have played the CIA super spy in the past, well, we asked.
I don't even know who you're talking about. I was told it was the first. No, I did. I've emailed back and forth very nicely with Alec Baldwin, who's a friend and a supporter of everything I do. But certainly this was a fun irony to be talking about the same part.
I'm the best chance you have.
You can't grow up to be Iron Man, but to grow up to be some sort of person who uses their brain and their instincts and puts their life on the line for other people selflessly is something you can do.
John's co-star is Wendell Pierce. You probably know him from Suits and this scene, walking Meghan Markle down the aisle. But could we see the Duchess in a future Jack Ryan storyline?
You never know. No, she doesn't need saving right now. You know, she's very happy, and I'm happy for her.
Season 2 of the show is already in the works, and so is a sequel to John and Emily's $330 million sleeper hit of the year, A Quiet Place.
I've been tinkering with an idea for a few months, and it just started to percolate, and then we're all really happy.
It's a great idea.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
And by the way, this is good. I like this. John shot his series in Montreal while his wife Emily and their 2 daughters were living in London. But he flew 6,000 miles round trip every single weekend to be with them. I love the love.
That is so cool. By the way, the show is addicting. My wife and I had to tap out after 3 episodes last night. We'll be right back at it again tonight after the premiere of the Bobby Brown miniseries, which Bobby promises will tell all, especially about his marriage to Whitney Houston. Only we were there on set as Bobby and his current wife relived his wedding day to his first wife.
Action. And do you, Reverend Pastor Brown, take this woman, Whitney Elizabeth Houston, to be your lawfully wedded wife?
What do I remember most about this day? That I was scared. I cried most of the day. Up until I said I do, I was crying.
Can I kiss her now? You may kiss her now.
I was joyful, you know. I was getting married to the most beautiful woman in the world.
Bobby got through that emotional day on the set with his wife of 6 years, Alicia, by his side. Playing him in this 2-part biopic, the same actor who played him in the New Edition story, Woody McClain. Gabrielle Dennis is Whitney.
I love you, Bobby Brown.
Nobody resembles Whitney, you know. I mean, come on. But she's a pleasant face to look at, just like Whitney was.
The bad boy of R&B says it's been hard to relive the painful memories of his life, but feels it's time he told his story his way.
They only named me the bad boy because when it comes to the stage, I'm a bad boy. Okay? Other than that, I'm a calm person. And not many people know that about me.
Bobby worked closely with producers on the series. He says they got it mostly right, except for one thing.
They had written a scene that my brother had beat me in pool. And I was just like, no, that never happened. And we're not doing it.
That's a minor detail, but this should be good tonight. And the Bobby Brown story is a 2-night event starting this evening on BET.
All right, we're now to Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively. Seeing isn't necessarily believing when it comes to their new thriller, A Simple Favor. And as Brooke Anderson found out, eyeing their co-stars, past and present, can be a bit of a challenge too.
Okay, I have a game, you guys. In honor of one of the posters where you just see eyes at the top, we're going to play A Simple Co-Star. And show you eyes from people that, you know, you have worked with and see if you can guess. Here we go. All right?
Oh, I know the size. Come on.
It's an easy one.
Star. What?
It's an easy one.
Is that Ryan? Yeah.
Yay!
Can you imagine if I didn't get that?
Oh my God,
that would be.
Ryan worked with Anna in The Voices and wife Blake in Green Lantern.
Is that me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so hot.
Trick question. Anna worked with Blake, Paul, and Henry in, you guessed it, A Simple Favor, which hits theaters September 14th.
Every time we do this, I feel so high tone.
Green eyes, green.
You both have worked with him. Her name starts with a B. Yay!
Old sleepy eyes.
That's
what I call him. No, I don't.
Ben worked with Anna in The Accountant and with Blake in The Town.
Oh my God, those baby blues. Who is it?
Who's worked with this person? Singer, actor.
Oh, is it JT?
Yes.
Oh, super sweet.
And Justin worked with Anna in the animated film Trolls.
The eyebrow thing. You guys are cheating. You gotta poke me. I know the eyebrows.
I'm sorry. You're so right, Blake. Okay, next time we play this game.
Google celebrities without eyebrows.
Yeah, you need the eyebrow.
Well, actually, we Googled it, and look what we found. These two look exactly the same without their eyebrows.
No, they don't. They don't look like Blake at all.
Those eyes don't.
No, it looks a little bit like Anna, but Blake doesn't look like that. I wouldn't have known. You need the eyebrows. All right, coming up, Lindsay Lohan's got the moves, and we have got the man responsible for the viral video craze, Do the Lilo. That is next.
An officer shot a man after investigators said the suspect tried grabbing the officer's gun. The threat police said he made earlier and what we found out about his past.
Crime may not pay, but our new instant game sure does. Introducing Super Break the Bank from the Ohio Lottery. 8 fun games packed into one big ticket at a price that won't break your bank, plus a top prize of $500,000. With With a ticket this good, you won't want to be caught without it.
It's Spectrum's best deal days. Get Spectrum TV, internet, and voice from $29.99 a month each. Call 844-559-2999. Spectrum TV with free HD, thousands of free on-demand titles, and access to the free Spectrum TV app to watch live TV at home or on the go. Spectrum TV from $29.99 a month. Spectrum has the fastest internet starting speeds, 100 megabits per second, and enough bandwidth to keep everyone's devices connected with no data caps, plus a free modem. But wait, there's more when you call 844-559-2999. Spectrum Voice with unlimited nationwide calling in the U.S., Canada, Mexico, and more, with no additional taxes and fees, all with no contracts. It's Spectrum's best deal days. Get Spectrum TV, internet, and voice from $29.99 a month each. Plus, introducing Spectrum Mobile. Ask how you can save up to 40% off your current mobile bill. Call 844-559-2999.
Unsure about your credit? Jeff is ready to approve you at JeffApproves.com. Get approved, see what vehicles you qualify for, and find out your payment all without ever setting foot at our dealership with JeffApproves.com.
We'd been counting down to his retirement. It was our Tresiba reason. He needs insulin to control his high blood sugar, and at his age, he's at greater risk for lows. Tresiba releases slow and steady. It works all day and night, like the body's insulin.
Tresiba is a long-acting insulin used to control high blood sugar in adults with diabetes. Don't use Tresiba to treat diabetic ketoacidosis during episodes of low blood sugar, or if you are allergic to any of its ingredients. Don't share needles or insulin pens. Don't reuse needles. The most common side effect is low blood sugar, which may cause dizziness, sweating, confusion, and headache. Check your blood sugar. Low blood sugar can be serious and may be life-threatening. Injection site reactions may occur. Tell your prescriber about all medicines you take and all your medical conditions. Taking TZDs with insulins like Tresiba may cause serious side effects like heart failure. Your insulin dose shouldn't be changed without asking your prescriber. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing, fast heartbeat, extreme drowsiness, swelling of your face, tongue, or throat, dizziness, or confusion.
We found our Tresiba reason. Find yours.
Ask your healthcare provider about Tresiba.
Travel consideration provided by.
I've been making blades here at Gillette for 20 years. There's a lot of innovation that goes into making America's #1 shave. Precision machinery and high-quality materials from around the world. Nobody else even comes close. Now starting at $7.99. Gillette, the best a man can get.
I really think Dr. Polkin saved my life. I was in a lot of pain. You can't walk, you can't do anything. I saw the commercial and I thought, well, maybe Dr. Polkin can help me.
Why suffer if you don't have to? Call Polkin Chiropractic at 299-2900 today.
Thanks to Dr. Polkin, I can walk without pain. I don't need a walker. And it's just amazing the results I've had from him.
Right Rug Flooring brings our store to your door with our in-home shopping experience. Schedule online and we'll be on the way. Get started at rightrug.com. Your style at the lowest prices. Right Rug Flooring.
It's the perfect time to join Planet Fitness and find your happy pace. Join today for just 25 cents down and $10 a month. Planet Fitness, the judgment-free zone.
Join Planet Fitness for only 25 cents down and $10 a month. Hurry, sale ends September 13th.
A crooked businessman looking for help. A congressman looking for donations. Jim Renacci used his office to try and get a lawsuit dropped against Ben Suarez. Days later, Suarez sent Renacci $100,000. Renacci claimed they didn't have a close relationship, but court records now show the two exchanged more than 40 calls surrounding the donations. Jim Renacci, he's always looked out for himself.
I'm Sherrod Brown, and I approve this message.
Here are your winning Ohio lottery numbers.
That is Lindsay Lohan keeping the summer alive in Mykonos, Greece. And Lindsay started her own hashtag, Do the Lilo.
I mean, that is amazing, isn't it? All right, I want you to check this out.
Here's one star giving it a try, Busy Phillips. She says it's harder to nail than it seems. And we spoke to the man who shot Lilo doing the Lilo, Neil Wang.
She was having the best time of her life. And then that's when I decided I have to document this moment because it's legendary.
Why do I feel like you need a couple of cocktails to do the Lilo?
I bet you could do it right now.
Oh, no. A margarita and I can do it. By the way, Lindsay was shooting her MTV reality series, Lohan Beach Club, which premieres next year.
Bye, everybody.
Goodwill Drive to Victory Band Edition is on. This week, it's the Carlisle Marching Band against the Oakwood Marching Band. Donate today.
What will you find here?
Do you know where you go is where I want to be? Life is just a dream.
For life's most important journeys.
Ooh, lucky you. Lucky me.
Ohio. Find it here. At Cleveland Clinic, we're focused on the future of our patients today with innovative treatment options, life-saving clinical trials, and personalized care plans from a team specialized in treating all types of cancer. It's what makes us the #1 cancer program in Ohio.
Cleveland Clinic provided me the tools and the people I needed to save my life.
If you've been diagnosed with cancer or need a second opinion, call Cleveland Clinic, 844-839-1920.
Fall is here, and that means football. This year, Arby's is partnering with Touchdown 7 to bring you highlights from the game of the week. Tune in to Touchdown 7 Friday nights at 11:15 to see which school comes out on top.
News Center 7. Coverage you can count on in your neighborhood.
Any season, any time. McAfee.
Previously on NCIS.
I just got an email saying that I was randomly selected to have dinner for 2 at the Cooler this weekend.
You know about the volunteer work I've been doing? Yeah, charity for homeless vets.
Oh, is that you?
I was 3 years old when she died.
So you volunteer to honor her.
Cheers to you.
For what?
Choosing me to come with you. Express some change.
Oh, yeah, man, absolutely.
You too. Give me your wallet now.
Maybe if we could talk, I can help you.
Just take it, yeah? You want to help me? Say it. You want to help me?
Yes, I want to help you.
You can't. Stop!
Well, what is your professional opinion, Jack?
Honestly, I'm stumped. Gibbs has the best poker face I've ever seen. It's like trying to read a statue. That's his normal state. Ain't that right, Popeye?
There's no way he can have 5 winning hands in a row. He's got to be bluffing.
I'm not so sure. He had that same glint in his eye back when I married Diane. And he no longer had to pay alimony.
I'm with Tobias on this one. All right. I'll call you Gibbs. Let's see him. Ridiculous! Why do I get the feeling we're being bamboozled?
Yes, yeah. Whoa, McGee. Slow down. Tell me what happened. What do we have?
Single GSW to the left anterior chest. AP's dropping fast. Possible hemothorax.
Open thoracotomy and chest tube. Cody! Her 4, let's go. Crash car. Come on, we're losing her.
I came as soon as I heard.
God! How can this happen? Huh? Can anyone explain that to me?
Losing anyone you know is always difficult. But all we can do now is our jobs.
Ducky's right. We have work to do. Let's go.
Dr. Palmer, Performing an autopsy on a colleague is not an easy task. So if you prefer to sit this one out.
Thank you, Doctor. This is the only way I can help. I'm not going anywhere.
So let us begin. Any word on Abby?
Nothing yet. I don't think I can handle losing another family member today.
All right, Dr. All right.
Don't worry, Clay. You're in good hands. Before we go, Abby stable but critical. The bullet pierced an artery, but the doctors were able to stop the bleeding in time. So she's out of the woods. It's too soon to tell. They said if Abby doesn't regain consciousness within the next 48 hours, the outlook's not so good.
She will. She will, Chip.
The PD find a shooter?
Not yet. Metro's calling it a mugging gone wrong, and the details are limited.
Gibbs isn't gonna like that.
How's he holding up?
He hasn't said a word since he got here.
I know I let you down, Abs. I told you not to worry. I said that I would always keep you safe.
Harry didn't shoot at you and it came by mistake, did he? He's after me now.
I was walking by that window when he fired.
You're just saying that to make me feel safe.
I'll keep you safe, Abby. I promise.
Gibbs, boss, where are you going?
Keep a promise.
NCIS, sponsored by the makers of Aleve Back and Muscle Pain. All day strong, all day long.
Today, back pain can't win. Now introducing Aleve Back and Muscle Pain. Only Aleve targets tough pain for up to 12 hours with just one pill. Aleve Back and Muscle, all day strong, all day long.
On Friday comes the extraordinary motion picture Trinity Broadcast Network calls a great Christian film.
Your faith is still there.
It's a must-see.
I'm not giving up without a fight.
Everyone should go see this movie and bring a friend. God Bless the Broken Road. Rated PG in theaters Friday.
It only takes a second for an everyday item to become dangerous. Tide Pods Child Guard Pack helps keep your laundry pack safe and your child safer. To close, twist until it clicks. Tide Pods Child Guard Packaging.
Washed out times.
Washed out.
L'Oreal Age Perfect Rosy Tone Moisturizer. Increases cell renewal. Boosts skin's rosy tone instantly. Age Perfect Rosy Tone from L'Oreal Paris.
And was still worth it.
Watch your back, Cole.
Toyota, let's go places. We would like to offer you the position. You got the job.
Really?
We'll see you soon.
I gotta get some clothes. Hi, I'm Derek. Oh, is it Casual Friday? Sorry, guys. I think we can leverage this opportunity.
Does anyone know the dial-in?
Oh, thanks, sir. I like your pants too.
He battled back into the house, but CBS Wednesday, can he get the pulse off his back?
They want me out, not happening easy.
New Big Brother, CBS Wednesday.
Monday, September 24th, it's the start of Big Bang's final season.
No.
Yes.
No!
Get ready to celebrate the biggest season in Banks history.
Shall we steam the wrinkles out of our wizard robes or make vigorous socially sanctioned love?
Big Bang's final season begins Monday, September 24th.
Ketchup and prawn.
Reeves knew they were my favorite. He special ordered them from England. Kept a stash in his desk for me. They don't quite taste the same.
I'm gonna miss him too.
He was like a brother to me, and I never got to tell him that.
You didn't have to.
Yes. Yes, I did. Clay didn't have any family, Torres. Us. We were it. I mean, he was here, and now he's gone. Over what, like $60 in cash? I mean, does that make any sense to you?
No, but any word on Abby? Well, there's no change. What did MPD say? The officers at the scene, they confirmed that Reeves' wallet and Abby's purse were missing. It supports the mugging gone bad theory. Witnesses?
Several reported hearing 3 gunshots, but no one actually saw the shooter.
No security cameras in the area.
The only people who know exactly what happened are Reeves, Abby, and our unidentified mother.
All right. Let's get to
All right, doctor's orders. McGee, come on. You need sustenance.
I'm not hungry.
Well, then at least go outside and get some fresh air. Come on, you've been in here all night. I'll watch over Abby.
I'm not going anywhere until I know Abby's going to be okay.
That could be days, maybe weeks even.
Then I'll wait. Tia's going to get better, right?
Oh, come on. This is the indomitable Abby Shuto we're talking about. I don't care what the odds are. You never count her out. Look, I'm scared too, but she is going to pull through this.
Just wish I could help her.
You can? Just because she's unconscious doesn't mean she can't hear us. That right, Abby? Just talk to her, pal. Tell her how you feel.
I wouldn't know where to start.
There you are. I've been looking for you all day.
I've been busy.
More like purposely avoiding you. Reeves was a member of your team, Gibbs. You should talk about it.
Talk? That gonna help him?
No, but it might help you.
You want to help me, Jack? Give me some answers.
I have some. They may not be the answers for which you are looking, but they could prove useful. Cause of death was punctured aorta inflicted by one of 2 bullets to the chest. We also found bruising on his hands, consistent with a struggle.
Kid had a hard life. Deserved better than this.
Dr. Palmer took the slugs in his clothing out to the lab for analysis.
Analysis by whom? What is this even saying? I can't understand a single word.
I thought all you brainy types would understand that kind of stuff.
My background is in analytics, not molecular science.
Well, it all sounds like nerd to me. This thing, come on, work.
That's got to be the blood analysis report from Reeves' clothes. Well, this says there were 2 different blood profiles on Clay's shirt.
Reeves and Abby's.
No, one was a match to Clay, the other is a match to former Army Specialist Kent Marshall. Dishonorably discharged in 2008. That's gotta be our mother.
CIS!
Gibbs, I got an M9 Beretta. Reeves' wallet, Abby's purse. Marshall's definitely our guy.
Bishop.
Huh. Oh.
Someone got to Marshall first.
Yeah,
The person who hired him. The dossier on Abby.
This wasn't a random mugging. This was a hit.
Abby's the target.
Hung once if you love chicken, hung twice if you love the Lord.
I gotta get my GED.
Well, welcome to night school.
You're the night school teacher?
Didn't I just say I was a night school teacher? Can you hear? Teaching the conventional way isn't gonna get it done. What's the square root of 81? What? What's the square root of 81? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, square root. What is it? I don't know. What's the capital of Belgium?
Waffles?
Rated PG-13.
How did we test our Dixie Ultra plates? With 2 pounds of steak in each hand. Dixie Ultra. Stress tested so you can stress less at dinner.
Do we really have to choose him to be our next spokesperson?
He's so boring.
Sounds like you're on the fence. Why don't I just leave you my resume? Yes, it's laminated. No thanks.
You're hired. Try caramel M&M's.
Ow.
Carla is living with metastatic breast cancer, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of her body. She's also taking prescription ions with an aromatase inhibitor, which is for postmenopausal women with hormone receptor positive, HER2 negative metastatic breast cancer as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ibrance plus letrozole was significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus letrozole. Patients taking Ibrance can develop low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infections that can lead to death. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are pregnant, breastfeeding, or plan to become pregnant. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite. Carla calls it her new normal because a lot has changed, but a lot hasn't. Ask your doctor about Ibrance, the #1 prescribed FDA-approved oral combination treatment for HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC.
From our store to your car door. You just drive up at Target.
The inclusion of individuals representing different backgrounds and perspectives is the true meaning of diversity. CBS cares.
Monday, the talk starts season 9. Great friends, great talk, live on CBS.
Who's in for the new season of Young Sheldon?
Here we go.
Our boy genius is back.
I'm praying for you.
She needs it more than I do.
Young Sheldon, CBS, September 24th. This fall, America's favorite news team returns.
Hey guys, I've got a great new idea.
Oh, well, here we go.
Whenever a guest tries to spin the truth, I just do this. What, too much?
Murphy is back. CBS, September 27th. Hey, that was the truth.
Oh, sorry.
Our dead shooter is former Army Specialist Kent Marshall, dishonorably discharged in 2010 for disorderly conduct and aggravated assault.
Not the military's finest.
Ballistics on his Beretta matched the slugs taken for Reeves and Abby.
Also matched to 6 unsolved shootings in the tri-state area.
All right, if Marshall is a gun for hire, then who hired him?
Well, Abby's forensics has convicted hundreds over the years, but so far our top suspect is this guy. Terry Spooner.
Spooner embezzled millions in 2006. He hired a hitman to stop Abby from testifying at his trial.
He was released 6 months ago and has been on probation at Halfway House in Silver Springs.
Bring him in. In one piece, Gibbs.
We'll see.
Well, the hospital's on alert, and I've got Abby's room secure. I know. Thanks, Tony, I will. Well, why do I need to say it back to you? All right, fine. I love you too. I'll keep you posted. Bye. Well, it was Tony checking in. You know, he didn't even call me a nickname, so I know he's really worried about you. We all are, Abby. Abby, you understand how serious this is? Someone wants you dead. Now, if you were awake, you'd probably act like you weren't scared, but you know what? It scares me, okay? It really scares me. So I need you to stop sleeping and wake up. Abby, please wake up. Wake up.
Never thought I'd be back at NCIS. This place hasn't changed much in 12 years, has it?
Neither have you.
You're gonna have to help me out here because I have no idea who this is.
Was the hitman you hired to kill Abby Shuto?
You remember her, right? Her testimony got you convicted in 2006.
Yeah, the first one you hired to kill her. Couldn't get the job done. So you decided to give it another go.
Except he failed too. So you're over 2, Spooner.
Oh, wait a minute. I admit I've done some questionable things, but that's all in the past.
Really?
I spent the last decade reflecting on all my mistakes. I have no interest in repeating them.
Right. So you're making all new ones. Like killing MI6 officer Clayton Reeves.
I have no idea who this is or what you're talking about. I have 6 months left of my probation. I wouldn't risk that for anything. All I want is to be a free man and to start over. As you can see, my life is an open book. Look into me all you want. I've got nothing to hide. As much as I'd love to say that we caught the guy responsible for Reeves' death,
It's not Spooner.
I can't say he's reformed. But Spooner's defining trait is his greed. What he wants more than anything right now is his freedom, not revenge. Gibbs, this attempt on Abby wasn't just business. Whoever is behind this is someone who is calculating, connected, and is holding a serious grudge. You know anyone like that?
Yeah, I do.
We meet again, Gibbs. To what do I owe this pleasure?
Sit down, Alejandro.
See, that's the difference between you and me. I was always raised to be polite to guests. My father taught me that as a child. Before he was murdered by a coward.
Just like Paloma.
Do not mention my sister's name again.
Gladly.
You did not come all this way to provoke me. You want something. Judging by your expression, it must be rather serious. What? Did someone die? Hmm?
Was it you?
And if it was?
Reeves is dead. Your hitman is dead. And if Abby does not pulse through, you will be next.
Abby, you know me better than that. If I was going to order a hit on anyone, it'd be you, not Abby.
You threatened her before.
Again, you misunderstand me. I did not threaten her back then. I was trying to warn her.
Warn her about what?
You. There's a cloud of death that follows you, Gibbs. Only it's the ones closest to you who end up paying the price. Tell me, how many have made the mistake of trusting you with their lives?
They got one terrorist inside. I don't know if I got him, but he stopped shooting.
Protection details over, Kate. You did good. Not once. But no one feels right.
Wow. I thought I'd die before I ever heard it accomplished.
Previously belonged to former Mossad director Eli David.
Isn't it? Where's he supposed to be staying?
Do we know she's dead? Because we know she's dead, we're going to get him.
Yeah, she's dead, and we will get court. Us.
Not you. Oh, yes, me. We've lost agents before, haven't we? And when we do, it's all hands on deck.
Mike.
Stop! Abby, can you hear me? It's Tim. Can you hear me? Listen, you're in the hospital, okay? But don't worry, you're going to be fine.
Reeves. Is Reeves okay?
Honey, you're so soft and sweet.
Charmin Ultra Soft.
It's softer than ever. Charmin Ultra Soft is twice as absorbent, so you can use less. And it's softer than ever, so it's harder to resist.
You'll always be my lover till the end of time.
Okay, this is getting a little weird.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
You're turning onto the street when you barely clip a passing car. Minor accident, no big deal, right? Wrong. Your insurance company is going to raise your rate after the other car got a scratch so small you could have fixed it with a pen. Maybe you should take that pen and use it to sign up with a different insurance company.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise their rates because of their first accident. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Okay, we're in this together. The splashes, the friendships, and the memories. It's a journey, and PetSmart is with you every step of the way.
60% of women wear the wrong size pad and can experience leaks. You don't have to. With Always My Fit, try the next size up and get up to 20% better coverage day or night. Because better coverage means better protection. Always.
Allergies with sinus congestion and pressure? You won't find relief here. Go to the pharmacy counter for powerful Claritin D. While the leading allergy spray relieves 6 symptoms, Claritin D relieves 8, including sinus congestion and pressure. Claritin D relieves more.
Do you do this often? 3 kids. You're my first one, actually. Whatever he's planning now.
Does this map show the Peninsula Trail?
You won't find that on a map. I'll take you there. Take this left. If you listen real hard, you can hear the waves.
Hear that? Our Subaru Outback lets us see the world. Sometimes in ways we never imagined.
It was the cliffhanger that had everyone guessing. Now, who is back?
I'm a new man. I like to win, so buckle up and prepare to have your mind changed.
I'm coming back stronger.
The full season premiere, CBS Monday, September 24th.
Found the other extremists just waiting to be activated.
It's about to go critical.
The NCIS season premiere event, CBS Tuesday, September 25th.
Why did we create Spectrum Mobile? Well, because we think you deserve a network that was built for you. So for the Explorers, we've got America's largest 4G LTE network. For streamers, a nationwide network of Wi-Fi hotspots. And that's pretty. For jugglers, free talk and free text. And for just about everyone, more savings. For the way you use your phones now, and the way you'll use them tomorrow. Introducing Spectrum Mobile. The best network, the best devices, the best value.
The end of day. That's the relief you'll feel from the body comforting orthopedic. Relief from middleman markups and a hard day's work. That's the Original Mattress Factory. Thoughtfully made, honestly priced.
Discrimination, sexism, intimidation. That's what went on at Richard Cordray's government agency in Washington. A toxic workplace, discriminating against women and minority employees. And Cordray ignored it, just like he ignored 12,000 rape kits that he failed to test as Ohio's Attorney General, depriving victims justice and making Ohio less safe. Richard Cordray failed Ohio's rape victims. How can we trust him as governor?
High heat followed by soaking rain. That's in my forecast tonight at 11.
Never seen Torres so peaceful.
Yeah, I don't know what to do first. Wake him or fire him.
Poor guy. No one on Gibbs' team has taken a break since the shooting.
Okay, give me an update.
Update on it. Since we still can't remember anything from the shooting. Bishop and I are looking at every single one of the cases she's worked on. But no one matches Sloan's profile so far.
That's all you got?
That's a long list, Gibbs. We're talking 16 years worth.
Do better.
A little rest might help.
Your team could use a break, Gibbs. They're running on fumes.
That looks fine to me. I'm more stressed.
Gibbs, found something. I was digging more into our shooter, Kent Marshall, and discovered he was deployed to a security post in Afghanistan in 2008, the same time as Tom Reese, aka Marine Sergeant Robert King.
Who the hell's he?
Black Ops soldier that tricked Miss Shudo into developing a bioweapon.
She tracked King down before he could stop.
Well, he fits our profile.
Where's King now?
Serving a life sentence at Danville Correctional since 2009.
Bishop, you were with me. Tories are on protection detail. Get over to Abby's, relieve McGee.
Yeah, I've never been there. What's it like?
There are no words.
How's it looking?
1 second, almost got it. All right, there we go. What do you think?
Not bad. I guess the 10th time is the charm.
Getting pigtails to be symmetrical is harder than it looks. You make it look easy.
No, not anymore.
What's wrong?
I just hate feeling helpless. McGee. How am I supposed to solve this case when I can't even fix my own hair?
Look, you just need to give yourself more time.
You know who doesn't have time? Reeves. I was the target, McGee. Me. I'm the one that should be dead, not him.
Abby. You expecting someone?
Just a delivery of a customized studded arm sling.
Hey, McGee, Torres.
Hey. Gibbs wants you back at headquarters.
All right, just stay alert. Okay, Sergeant King has a Rolodex full of Black Ops killers at his disposal. No such thing as being too careful.
You don't have to remind me how ruthless King is.
You're under arrest for the murder of Nurse Hannah Dunstan. That is correct, and many, many more bad things. Little tip, next time you're playing chess with a forensic specialist, wear gloves.
Why?
Kept you from asking too many questions.
Why can I remember everything about King and nothing about the shooting? I mean, there could be a vital clue hidden in there, and I don't know it. I have to remember. I have to.
King's been a problem inmate since he arrived, always causing some sort of trouble. Just last week, he started a brawl in the yard.
Is that why he's in solitary confinement?
Yes, ma'am. Going on a week now, which is why I doubt he's your man.
Yeah, why is that?
We monitor all inmate communication with the outside. Since King's been in the shoe, he hasn't been in contact with anyone.
Rather ask him myself.
Have at it. Open 12! King, front and center. Now, don't make me ask you again.
Gibbs? That's not Sergeant King.
Brendan Denbridge. You're a night shift guard in the solitary wing.
So you swapped places with King to help him escape.
And you thought that was a good plan?
I had no choice. Threatened my family. Said if I didn't go along with it, he'd kill them.
You're the guard. King was the inmate, and you're the one without power.
Are you kidding? His Black Ops connections are legendary inside that prison. He has photos of mine.
I was just wondering why it happened. Somebody like just hit people and just keep going without even caring like what's gonna happen to them, and just left us to die. And it's just a scary feeling. I didn't know if they were gonna find them or what.
Investigators were hoping that science could identify the pickup truck and the driver.
Love Digestive Advantage Kids. Because the best probiotic is the one kids will take. And healthy tummies mean happier kids. Digestive Advantage Kids.
Attention, Americans on Medicare. You could be forced to pay thousands in medical expenses due to coverage limitations. Medicare alone only covers 80% of costs, leaving you to pay the rest, with no limit on how much you can have to pay out of pocket. But with a single call to Health Markets, we'll make sure you're getting the most out of Medicare.
I'm Dr. Martin Jacek. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. Here's what I tell my patients. Start by asking, what kind of current situation? Have there been changes in your health or medication? The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
I'm here. I went to the dog park. Oh my God, I got all fucking eaten by mosquitoes. I hate it. Hate it. I need to buy some fucking bug stuff, I guess. I want to go to, I'm going to go to Tuesdays or whatever the fuck it is. What is it? Applebee's? Yeah, I'm going to go to Applebee's. I just want steak so bad. And like now I have money. Let me see. Ooh, my battery's almost dead here. I thought I plugged it in. Where's the bag? I'm just so dead tired. Oh, 13%. I don't know. People haven't been coming in. Maybe I need to post something about boobs. It's kind of sad that that's what you have to do. Jesus Christ. Where's the... Here it is. Yes. You're talking a lot. What? Tell them all about it. Okay, so you leave. Good. It makes everything taste kind of funny. I just want to go. I need to wash my stuff so I can have some fucking sheets on my bed.
To know you live right on the middle of a road, but you had to know.
Detective of accident reconstruction was called to report the accident. Witnesses said a green truck swerved off the road, knocking over some trash cans, then stopped in a nearby cul-de-sac. A few minutes later, the truck started again, heading back out of the neighborhood on the same road on Southwest 33rd Avenue. As it approached the apartment building, it veered off the road into the puddle, hitting 3 of the 5 children, killing 6-year-old Nicole Walker. Witnesses said the truck picked up speed, took detailed measurements of the accident scene and photographs.
The group piece has been found in the puddle by a citizen who later gave it to one of the initially responding. There was also a piece of clothing that rolled in the puddle itself.
The grill was unique. 1980 Chevrolet. Babcock also found pieces of plastic from the front truck. Forensic Ayala hoped that Nicole's clothing would contain vital evidence.
The first area of interest is was to examine the victim's clothing, because many times in hit and run accidents where pedestrians are involved, there is paint transferred from the front end of the vehicle to the victim's clothing.
Ayala did find paint under a microscope. He discovered that the chips actually consist of different layers of paint, but the outer layer of paint was blue and not green, as the witnesses had indicated.
Oh, fuck.
Matched the pattern injury on the back of 6-year-old Nicole Walker. And the head injury on the back of her head indicated that Nicole's head likely hit the hood portion of the truck. Investigators now changed the description of the truck and notified the public to be on the lookout for a blue 1980 Chevrolet Silverado pickup truck with possible front end.
In essence, there was a manhunt for this vehicle. The investigators knew that if they found this vehicle, there was a great right to be able to be the driver of this truck and responsible for Nicole's death.
On this street, news reports of the hit and run accident outraged the community. Detectives searched all over Florida for the blue Silverado pickup truck. 3 weeks went in, and anonymous police that the blue Silverado pickup truck was in a driveway about 20 miles.
This deputy arrived at the home, got out of his vehicle, and noticed towards the front door that there was a truck, a blue Silverado pickup truck, that was surrounded by other vehicles.
A washing machine had been placed in front of the truck, obscuring its front end. The truck did not have the white camper described. The front grille was intact, although it was not the original one. Unturned signal lens. In addition, the tires did not match tire impressions from the accident scene. The truck was registered to a Catherine Pierce, whose husband, 52-year-old Ken Pierce, was driving while under the influence of alcohol. One of the victims thought the driver was a
Don't miss out on special programming. Sign up for WVXU's newsletter, WVXU.org. Ways to connect. I just made
more integrated part of the main Taliban insurgency. So much so that he is the deputy leader of the Taliban. And increasingly he is the de facto military decision maker for the Taliban.
Jalaluddin Haqqani is the man credited with bringing suicide bombing to Afghanistan and died an old man after an illness. How do Afghans feel generally about him?
Well, he did some of the most deadly attacks, particularly attacks that caught the attention of the nation.
By the fucking remote, I just had it.
There's a sense of relief in that, but at the same time, there's an understanding that he was an old man and his tactics sat trenched, and that his son has shown over the past few years that he's been sort of controlled, that he will continue. There's an element to this, that a lot of these urban attacks that used to be claimed by the Haqqanis in more recent years are claimed past couple of years up in the state. So when you talk to Afghan officials, when you talk to Western, say actually there's an overlap between the facilitating networks that work for the Haqqanis and the state. So yes, Jalaluddin is gone, but the tactic of suicide bombing and sophisticated attacks are well entrenched.
My time's on the line with us from Kabul. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll go to Afghanistan for some different stories next week. Shirin Jafari here in our Boston newsroom traveled to Kabul recently. She brought back stories of Afghan women who are doing more than just surviving. Kabul is marked growing numbers of women going to university, determined to create opportunity in a country still racked by war. But as for so many women worldwide, there is risk in just being a woman.
So this is the biggest maternity hospital in Afghanistan.
Risks like having Shirin spent a day with most respected midwives, getting a tour of this busy maternity ward.
So where we are standing is near to
midwifery is a big Afghanistan's maternal mortality rates in the world. And for this midwife, it is a compared to how things were under Taliban rule.
This is the happiest time when I help a woman to have a safe delivery, to have her baby happy and healthy, smiling.
The growing number of midwives in Afghanistan. One of the stories coming up next week in our series devoted to Afghan women. The Afghanistan you aren't hearing about, all next week here on The World. In Germany, the city of the news lately, we've talked recently on the show about the anti-immigrant demonstrations that recent days, supported by far-right extremists. They were sparked by a fatal stabbing, followed by the arrest of two suspects, originally from Syria. And there was a big reaction to those anti-immigrant demos. Tens showed up in cabinets for a free concert. They were chanting Nazis is the hashtag. There are more of us. So the right-wing slogan, we are the people. This concert goer message is that politicians should to what people there are saying. It is a good thing, this woman said, that everybody came out to protest against racism. In response to recent events, a political campaign is getting off the ground. It's aimed at attracting people wise of the anti-immigrant far right. It's called Aufstehen, which means stand up. The founder is Sarah Wagenknecht. She's one of the leaders of the Left Party. And she says that the current wave of hatred and intolerance is not addressed. Germany could be unrecognizable in 5 to 10 years. She makes the point that the far right have been left behind economically.
In einem Land, wo trotz jahrelangem Wirtschaftsaufschwung knapp die Hälfte der Bevölkerung, also 4%.
She says in a country where close to half the population, 40%, hasn't seen a real wage increase for 20 years, despite an economic recovery, isn't working anymore. In Eastern Germany, left-wing parties have been losing ground to the anti-immigrant AfD, which is now the third largest. Jannings is with a Berlin-based think tank called the European Council on Foreign Relations, and he says the far-right movement is part of a political realignment.
One more factor contributing to the erosion of the political center. And that, I think, will have far-reaching consequences over the long term, because in Germany, a number of other European countries were used to have centrist parties
that is not for
with a rather broad electoral base that would then reach out to smaller parties to build majority coalitions. Now that the centers are eroding and the centrist parties are, this is becoming far more complicated.
It's not clear how much support the Aufstehen campaign might attract, but many Germans are skeptical. 20% of those polled believe that the new campaign would succeed in the long term. Coming up next on the show, improve by scaring away birds. You're with the world.
Helping people around the world tell their own stories is PRI. To programs like The World on your local public radio station, or read us online at PRI.org. We help you hear a different support for the world. European-based language learning program that teaches practical conversation in Spanish, French, and other languages in the App Store or online at Babbel, BABBEL.com.
Yeah. Honey.
Support comes from Rheingeist Brewery. You can drink for a cause, reminding you that every Wednesday is Charitable Suds Night in the tap room on Elm Street and Over the Rhine. More information about this week's charitable event, as well as upcoming events, is on the calendar at Rheingeist.com. Rheingeist, Cincy made.
Support comes from UC College of Law's Schott Lecture presenting Blind Injustice, the Psychology and Politics of Wrongful Convictions. September 11th, Professor Mark Gozzi will discuss his book Blind Injustice using real-life examples from his career as a prosecutor and innocence lawyer to explore factors that skew the justice system and daily lives. More online at law.uc.edu.
I'm Marco Werman, and you're with the world. Bird strikes. Birds colliding with planes or plane engines. This is a serious problem around the globe. Occasionally, bird strikes can even bring down a jet. Remember that U.S. Airways flight that had to make an emergency landing in the Hudson River? At the airport just outside Quito, Ecuador, there's a woman whose job it is to protect the traveling public by scaring small birds away from the area. Her employees, birds of prey. Reporter Clayton Kahn went to meet her for the BBC show Outlook.
Her name is Ruth Muniz, and she takes me to 3 large sheds some 800 meters from the runway, where her trusty employees, several falcons, eagles, owls, and vultures, call home.
Al principio fue como, claro, todo el aeropuerto estaba aquí. At first, the whole airport staff was always visiting here because all of a sudden there was a kind of zoo at the airport. The people really didn't understand the project very well. It began with 6 birds, 4 eagles, and 2 falcons. And I had to basically leave here.
Oh my gosh.
Because there was really no one around trained to do this. No one knew anything about falconry.
Every day, Ruth's motley crew of raptors carry out multiple patrols to scare off those doves and ducks that pose a serious risk to hundreds of incoming and outgoing flights. And she proudly tells me that her feather discipline team is made up of orphaned, abused, and rehabbed birds.
You know, this fucking thing.
How did the Spanish woman of a very peculiar branch of airport security in Ecuador's busiest hub? It all began back in Ruth's late teenage years. when she witnessed the falconry show for the first time back home in Spain in the 1990s.
Y había como una demostración de vuelo de ave rapaces. It was a flight demonstration of trained raptors, and I just couldn't understand it at all. It didn't fit in my head. How could these free-flying birds take off and return to humans? It went against everything I understood about wild animals and their relationship to humans. They usually run away from us.
At that moment, Ruth discovered her passion, and she began falconry training at that same bird center.
Pero claro, no como novato. Many errors, and there was one bird that was particularly aggressive, who was a bit manic depending on the person who was interacting with. One time, when I was flying this eagle, she decided that she didn't want to return to my hand, and instead went straight for my neck. I was bleeding profusely, and I bet people thought that this bird had killed me. But in the end, it was okay.
But did you say, like, okay, I'm done with this? This bird almost took my head off, and I'm finished. I'm gonna go find a different. I'm gonna go work in an ice cream shop or something.
Well, my pride was severely hurt. So what I later did was I worked specifically with that bird. Her name was Clodovea. In the end, we became friends. Nos hicimos amigas.
Instead of being traumatized by the violent encounter with Clodovea, Ruth instead wanted to study one of the biggest, strongest, and most elusive birds of prey in the world, the American harpy eagle. A bird that plucks adult sloths from the rainforest canopy.
It is the biggest eagle in the Americas and the most powerful on the planet.
By herself, Ruth decided to venture out into the dense Amazon rainforest of Ecuador, one of the habitats of the harpy eagle.
A small plane flew me to the area, dropped me off, and left. I was alone. I visited, telling me that he had no idea how I was going to return because no planes fly out that way. I didn't really understand if planes would regularly fly to the area. I didn't know how the communication was going to be, and I ended up being out there for a year before the next plane would come.
But Ruth was not completely alone. She found herself in a small indigenous village in the middle of the rainforest.
Eran 4 familias. There were 4 families, and you were noticed.
She adapted to the rustic lifestyle, built a close friendship with the locals, and was entirely fixated on finding the flying predator that can stand nearly a meter tall and have a wingspan of nearly 2.5 meters wide.
En un año entero, but in the first whole year, I never saw one. The locals used to joke with me saying, "Oh, look, there's a harpy," but it would be a parrot. They laughed and I wouldn't pay attention. But there was this moment. We were in a huge downpour out in the canoe. We were soaked. And someone said, "Look, isn't that a harpy?" And I said, yes, I could see it out there. There was a harpy eagle. It was a male trying to protect itself from the rain. I couldn't believe it.
How did you feel when you finally found the nest?
Of course. We spent 20 days trying to capture the bird without luck. Finally, the locals, Kofan indigenous people, told me that we will never capture the animal until we ask permission. They believe in a Goro spirit who takes care of the harpy eagles, and if you don't ask for permission and you don't explain to this spirit what you plan to do, then the spirit will never leave you alone. It will haunt you. Finally fatigued and sort of apathetically, I agreed to the Kofan's request, and we asked for permission. The very next day in the morning, we captured the eagle. I thought, what a coincidence, or how strange. But the Kofans thought it was the most natural thing in the world. They said, of course, permission was finally asked for. It was explained why she wants to put a kind of backpack on the bird to track it, what she plans to do with it. There was no problem. No hay problema.
A plane would eventually pluck Ruth out of the jungle, and she would go on to finish her academic work studying the bird. Now she's a top expert in the harpy eagle and has gained a reputation around Ecuador as being the eagle whisperer. So when plans were being drawn up to open the new airport in Quito, Ruth was invited to implement the novel bird security. So right now I'm looking at an owl, which is part of the team of raptors and birds of prey that go off and save airplanes. And this particular owl looks like a little fuzzball that is very talkative. job ultimately at the airport is to help guarantee flight and passenger safety, Ruth admits that her true motivation is to defend and protect her wing colleagues.
O sea, es como el símbolo de los birds of prey here in Ecuador are like a symbol of the wild, of the unknown, of being misunderstood. They are animals that are killed, that are treated aggressively. People think they are out to harm us, attack us, that they will steal your food, or that owls are witches. So when you are able to change those perceptions, this group of animals is finally understood. Mejor comprendido. Es eso.
Ruth Muniz and her skilled birds of prey at the Quito airport, ending that story from reporter Clayton Kahn in Ecuador. It also brings us to the end of this edition of The World from the Nan and Bill Harris studios at WGBH in Boston. I'm Marco Werman, back with you tomorrow.
The World is a co-production of the BBC World Service, PRI, and WGBH, supported by the PRI Ambassador Council, whose donors include Roger Hale and Nor Hall, Sally and John Van Doren, and Robert and Sharon Ryan. The Skoll Foundation, partnering with social entrepreneurs and other innovators to confront the world's most pressing problems at home and abroad at skoll.org. PRI 2020 donors, including the Rose Family Fund, investing in informed risk-taking by the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, committed to building a more just, verdant, and peaceful world, macfound.org. And from the Philanthropic Foundation, Carnegie Corporation of New York, supporting innovations in education, democratic engagement, and the advancement of international peace and security at carnegie.org.
Public Radio International.
Support comes from Pro Kids. You can speak up for an abused and neglected child in Hamilton County as a court-appointed special advocate at Pro Kids. Make sure every child has a chance at a childhood. You can make a powerful difference. Everything is possible when someone cares. You can find out how at prokids.org.
On the next APM Reports documentary, the American dream has stalled. What's college got to do with it? Nobody set out to do this. Nobody said, let's make colleges more unequal.
The incentives that have been created for us are to accept more students who pay full tuition.
Listen for Changing Class. Our college is helping Americans move up from APM.
Thursday night at 7 on 91.7 WPXU and 88.5 WMUB.
You're tuned to 91.7 WVXU Cincinnati and 88.5 WMUB Oxford, connecting you to a world of ideas.
Major funding for On Point is provided by GEICO, offering car insurance as well as services for homeowners and renters insurance through the GEICO Insurance Agency. Additional information can be found at geico.com or 1-800-947-AUTO.
From WBUR Boston and NPR, I'm Victor Roberti. This is On Point. What's happened on American college campuses? Safe spaces where students can listen to soothing music, play with coloring books, and blow bubbles after listening to a debate. Faculty being warned with lists of supposedly offensive statements such as America is the land of opportunity. When did American students become so fragile? A free speech lawyer and a social psychologist have a surprisingly compassionate yet critical look at what they call the cult of safety on U.S. college campuses and how good intentions have mutated into bad ideas. Up next on Point, the coddling of the American mind and what to do about it. Versus news.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Jack Spear. Day one of confirmation hearings for Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh have wrapped up. Yours, Brian Taylor, reports the session was marked by quarreling protests and finally Kavanaugh's opening statement. Kavanaugh said through objections by Democrats who charged the Republican majority refused to turn over some 100,000 documents relating to Kavanaugh's time in the Bush White House. You heard from dozens of protesters concerned about his views on Roe v. Wade. When it came his turn to speak, Kavanaugh promised to be an impartial arbiter, one of a team of 9, as he put it.
The Supreme Court must never be viewed as a partisan institution. The justices on the Supreme Court do not sit on opposite sides of an aisle.
They do not caucus in separate rooms.
Senators will begin questioning Kavanaugh on Wednesday. Brian Naylor, NPR News, Washington.
People along the Mississippi Gulf Coast are bracing tonight for the impact of Tropical Storm Gordon, which forecasters say could become the second hurricane to hit the region in less than a year. Evelina Burnett of Mississippi Public Broadcasting has more.
Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant and other state and local officials have urged residents to prepare for the storm's surge and heavy rain, along with its high winds.
So you're going to have a lot of water in this area in a hurry. We want everyone to take precaution.
Still, Bryant says he's hoping the storm will not be too severe, with impacts similar to last year's Hurricane Nate.
We took on Nate. Everyone did their job. We came out with little or no personal injury and very low structural damage, and that's what we're hoping for.
About 50 National Guard personnel and a dozen vehicles have also been positioned along the coast to assist first responders. For NPR News, I'm Evelina Burnett in Long Beach, Mississippi.
An unexpected announcement today. Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel will not be seeking a third term. The 58-year-old former White House Chief of Staff saying he is moving on, jokingly giving a nod to something previous politicians have said when stepping down. Politicians always say they're going to leave public office to spend more time with their family. My children were smart enough to see that coming, and they scattered to the two coasts. So as of the other day, we are empty nesters. The announcement comes the day before the start of one of the biggest police shooting trials in Chicago history. Emanuel drew praise for some education upgrades and efforts to ease the city's pension crisis, but violence has remained a problem in the city. The Institute for Supply Management, a key purchasing managers group, says its manufacturing index took a bump up in August. The group says the index rose more than 3 points last month, 61.3. Anything over 50 signals expansion in manufacturing. But reading below that level indicates contraction. On Wall Street, the Dow was down 12 points. The Nasdaq fell 18 points. This is NPR.
90 seconds.
Closest known relative of the ancestors of lived animals likely evolved the foundation for rear legs even before the move to land. New research shows a key step in the evolution of hind limbs of primitive fish, challenging previous theories that such appendages evolved only after the move to land. Scientists investigated fossils of 375-million-year-old fish known as Tiktaalik rosian, discovered in 2004 in northern Canada and Ellesmere Island. This ancient creature was undoubtedly a fish, possessing gills, scales, and fins. However, it also had features seen in modern tetrapods, four-limbed creatures like amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals, such as a mobile neck and a robust ribcage. This makes it the best known example of an intermediate between finned animals and limbed animals, marking the evolutionary leap from water to land. In the fossils, the scientists discovered the rare portion of Tiktaalik, which contained hips as well as partially helping fin material. This made a direct comparison of the front and rear appendages in the animal fossils.
The United States Naturalist is the production of Cincinnati Publicly Held Campus Cincinnati and is supported by the Caring Center for Family and Private Business.
Support comes from Elements Massage. Their mission is to help people feel better through therapeutic massage. Their experienced therapists customize every massage to meet the needs of each client. Open 7 days a week with locations in Anderson, Lawrence, Mason, Montgomery, and Westchester. More information available at elementsmassage.com.
Philadelphia Inquirer called it